with remarkable speed and intensity, the media, the foreign policy establishment, both political parties have come together as one to attack the president for his meeting yesterday with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Anderson Cooper, John McCain, Mitt Romney, they all described the president's remarks about Russia as disgraceful. Former CI Director John Brennan called those remarks treasonous and grounds for impeachment. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer announced that Trump was being blackmailed by a foreign power. Others accused him of being a sleeper agent, a spy. One member of Congress from Tennessee called for a military coup against the presidency.
Lisa Haven here. What you just heard was Tucker Carlson on Fox News stating the events that transpired after President Trump met with Vladimir Putin of Russia. He went on to detail how those on the far left, including Anderson Cooper and Mitt Romney and John McCain, who went on stating that the president's meeting was a disgrace. He also detailed how Nancy Pelosi and Chucky Schumer went on record saying that Trump was blackmailed, and even worse, how John Brennan called the entire event treason. That's downright insane. And to make matters worse, Stephen Cohen even called for a military coup on his Twitter page against the President of the United States, calling for military to act. Now, Stephen Cohen has gone on record saying, nah, that wasn't really what I meant on his Twitter page, but was it? Well, I guess that's for you to decide, as I've thrown the actual tweet that he tweeted up on the page for you to see. But with all that, here's the thing. Tucker Carlson is putting his butt on the line by admitting all the obvious. And let's be frank, a meeting between two nuclear powerheads has to happen. Presidents of countries meet with other presidents of countries all the time. They all meet and mingle and have that conversation. Everyone's done it. And President Trump meeting with another nuclear power such as Russia, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to get that peace situated between the two, especially since the left is pushing for a war with Russia. This is insane. I don't want war with Russia. I don't want war with any country. So it's a good thing that Trump is meeting with another nuclear power that could cause untold chaos in America in order to settle the waters. But here I want to play another clip for you because Tucker Carlson goes on the record and puts his butt on the line a little further. Take a listen.
Russia is not a close friend of the United States. But the question is, why should we consider Russia a mortal enemy? Of course, Russia spies on us. So do a lot of countries, some of them far more effectively than Russia. The Russian attempt to meddle in our election was comically amateurish. Badly targeted Facebook ads almost nobody saw. Compare that effort to the deep penetration of American industry and the defense sector by the communist government of China. Or compare it to the remarkable sway that the Sunni Gulf states have over our political process. Or the fact that Latin American countries are changing election outcomes here by forcing demographic change on this country at a rate that American voters consistently say they don't want.
In other words, Russia meddling in the United States election, the way that they did it with the minuscule amount of ads that they had on Facebook, to even call it that, because anyone can really buy a troll page on Facebook, stuff that you could pay for and do, but it was child's play compared to the amount of meddling that countries like, well, I don't know, China and Saudi Arabia have done. They have done major meddling in America, but here's where it gets even more interesting. Tucker Carlson admits something that I've talked about, but admits why the intelligence community and Hillary Clinton and her clan don't bring up other countries meddling like China and Saudi Arabia. Take a listen.
Well, here's one reason. Many in Washington are getting rich from the Chinese and the Saudis. Latin Americans clean their homes and watch their kids. Those countries can't be our enemies, in their view. But nobody here is getting rich from Russia, so therefore Putin must be a mortal foe.
Money, 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 money. Money. That is all it is about to these people. Because they're paid and bought by China, Saudi Arabia, and the like. And Tucker Carlson knows it, and he finally went on record admitting it. Want to know something else? What if you go against the intelligence community or the deep state narrative? What happens then? Take a listen.
Think for a second about what they are demanding. if you don't automatically accept the imprecise, nonspecific, never fully explained findings of shadowy intelligence agencies with long, documented track records of making serious mistakes, you've somehow betrayed your country. How long before Congress starts demanding unthinking obedience to the lawmaker community? It's a community, after all. You must obey it. Dissent is unpatriotic. And if you don't agree, you're working for Vladimir Putin.
He's right, you know. They called multiple amounts of people Russian agents. They've even called Tucker Carlson a Russian agent. So they push this narrative. If you don't agree with us, all of a sudden you're a betrayer and a traitor to America. And you are the Russian agent. Want to know the truth? Who's the real betrayer of America? They are. Take a listen.
This is about democracy, whether or not voters rule their country. It turns out the very people telling you they are saving our democracy are working overtime to destroy it and scolding you as they do.
What is this all about? As Tucker Carlson said, democracy. It's not about Trump necessarily. It's about you, the voter. They don't want you, the voter, to have an opinion, to have a say. They want to shut your voice down. And if you speak out against them, then you are the betrayer of America. That is what they've done. They've turned around any opinion against theirs as the ultimate betrayer of America. But who is the betrayer of our freedoms? Well, those on the far left who are pushing a globalist narrative. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning into my channel here. Please don't forget to check out my partner at NobleGoldInvestments.com. He has some of the most amazing options as far as rolling your 401k into something solid like a Roth IRA that can be backed by solid gold, precious metals, or even Bitcoin if you wanted. So make sure you check them out below. In addition to that, if you like what you heard, give me a thumbs up, share it on all your social media outlets, and well, subscribe to the channel. Well, I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.